Hi and welcome back to Tej Art. Basically, this channel is all about architectural stuff and everything related to architecture and exams related to architecture and also masters and basically a lot of stuff that's related to architecture and vlogs. So in this video, we will talk about new dates of NATA, second phase exam, and also a few questions that a lot of people have in mind and a lot of comments as well. So let's go to the first thing, which is the new exam date of the second phase of NATA. It is on July 11th. Previously it was on June 12th and now it's on July 11th, and so that's the revised date given by official notices in NATA. This was released a few days ago, like 2 to 3 days ago, but then I wanted to add up a little more information, and that's why I didn't put the video before itself. So that was the first point. So second thing, the registrations are also open, so you can go into the link in the description. If you have not registered in the first attempt, you can again register for the second attempt in the registration link below in the description, so go and check that out. So a lot of people have been asking what is PAQ, what is NAQ, and what's MCQ and MSQ. So I want to tell you each of them in detail. I mean, there's a lot of people who have either failed in the first attempt or who have not attempted in the first attempt because they were not aware of the exam or something just happened and they could not attempt. So this is for you people. So basically what MCQ is, it's basically multiple choice question. So you will be given 4 options and then you should choose one of them. Only one of them is going to be correct. So that is MCQ. So what is MSQ? MSQ is multiple selective choice questions, which is basically there's going to be a question and 8 to 10 options, and then there's 4 to 5 correct options, and then you can choose 3 options or 4, or if all of your options are correct. For example, there's 8 options and then 4 of them are correct, but then if you choose only 3 options, you'll still get marks for the options. You will not be given wrong. So basically, they'll test your understanding. So they'll see if all of the answers are right, and then they'll give you marks accordingly. So let's go to the third one, which is, so PAQ is preferential answer question. So basically, there's going to be a question again, and then obviously you'll have around 4 to 5 options, I guess, and then in that each and every answer is valid, but then the most valid answer will be given most number of points. So for example, C is the most valid one, and if you choose C, then you'll get the highest marks. But then if you choose A, then probably you'll get a little less marks, but then you will get marks. So basically, they'll try to understand what your preference of the answer is, and then the highest valid answer will be given highest points, and the least valid will be given least points. So this is preferential. So from the word you understand that your preference will be given marks. That's the whole thing. So what is NAQ? NAQ is basically numerical answer question. So they'll be given a dash or a fill in the blank, and then you'll have to fill the blank with the answer or the number. So yeah, that was it. And there's another question. So this was the first question. So the second question is math, physics, chemistry. Where should we learn it from? In the first attempt, we have seen that there is no math, physics, chemistry. Everything was just architecture related and art related. Typically the first exam was very stupid according to a lot of people, and I mean, it's the first time you're attempting this type of pattern, so obviously you'll find a lot of flaws. So this time hopefully you have a little more clarity after attempting the first attempt, and basically you'll have to understand their point of view, how they are trying to gain information from you, how they are trying to understand you as a person in the examination, and then that's how you answer it. And for math, physics, chemistry, there was nothing in the first attempt, but second attempt, I mean, there's nothing pointing to math, physics, chemistry, but it's all mixed up, like basic general knowledge type of math, physics, chemistry. So that's how they are asking questions related to MPC. So basically, I had a subscriber who contacted me on my Instagram and asked me to help her out with her board, because she's from Nepal, and her board is not appearing on the list when she was registering for the exam. So I did not know how to help her, so I told her to contact the help desk. That's what you should do, obviously. So if your board is not appearing it could be 10 plus 2 or 10 plus 3. If it's not appearing, go and contact to the help desk and they will tell you what to do. You can submit your board, your certificate to the help desk, and they'll just add it to the list. That's simple and easy. So you don't have to get worried and confused if your board is not appearing. Just go and call to the help desk. That's all you have to do. So the next question is, there's people who failed in the first attempt and who are not sure how to cope up in the second attempt. So I hope you join a coaching class, if possible, online coaching class, and if obviously that will help you out, and this time hopefully you'll pass the examination. And for the question, people asked which one will be preferred, the first one or the second one. Let me tell you, the best of both will be taken. If you write the first attempt and if you get around 100, and then if you write the second attempt and then if you get around 99, the first attempt will be considered, not the second attempt. So that is for sure. So hopefully you get more than 120 for the best results possible, for the best colleges and possible. So try to get above 120, and obviously you can cope up for the second exam. So for that you'll have to join coaching. I mean, not necessarily, because I've told you a lot of times in many different videos, coaching is not at all necessary. If you can prepare on your own, and if you are very confident on yourself, and if you can put all your interest and put 4 to 5 hours for your exam, then obviously you will not need any coaching class. So that was it for the video. It's very short and simple, and go and prepare for your second attempt. You have a lot of time, not a lot of time, but hopefully you can do well, more than the first attempt. So that was it. Thank you so much, and go subscribe, because I will be posting a lot of videos related to architecture, art and vlogs.